Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are discussing the properties of mathematical expectations of a continuous random variable and some other properties too. Okay, let us start. Mathematical definition. The definition, mathematical expectation. The definition of a mathematical expectation in the case of a continuous random variable is expectation of x is equal to integral x fx dx. Integral, of course, the limit should be minus infinity to plus infinity. Here, minus infinity to plus infinity x fx dx. Actually, the expectation of x is the mean of a random variable, and variance is equal to using the definition of mathematical expectation, variance is equal to expectation of x squared minus expectation of x whole squared. So what is expectation of x squared? It is equal to integral x squared fx dx minus infinity to plus infinity. And what is fx dx? Fx dx is the probability density function in the case of a continuous random variable. Next is the definition of moment generating function. It is mxt is equal to expectation of e raised to tx and is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to tx fx dx. Now we can do a problem, that is, if the problem is if x is the probability density function given by f of x is equal to k e raised to minus 3x x greater than 0 and equal to 0 otherwise. The question is find k and find the probability of 0.5 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, and again you have to calculate the distribution function. But we know that using the definition of probability density function, integral minus infinity to infinity fx dx equal to 1. That is, the entire probability distribution from the range minus infinity to infinity is equal to 1 on. And in that case, you substitute f of x, that is, in this case, fx is defined for x greater than 0. So instead of minus infinity, we can put 0 to infinity. X greater than 0 is 0 to infinity. F of x is k e raised to minus 3x dx equal to 1. And then you integrate k, you can take it outside as it is a constant, and e raised to minus 3x and the integration is e raised to minus 3x by minus 3, because integral e raised to ax എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ e raised to ax divided by a ആണ്. So using that definition, k e raised to minus 3x by minus 3 integral 0 to infinity. So k by minus 3 we can take it outside. When you put infinity, e raised to minus infinity, that is minus 3 into x ന് പകരം infinity substitute ചെയ്യാം. e raised to minus infinity and 0 e raised to 0 1, and that is we get k by minus 3 e raised to minus infinity minus e raised to 0 equal to 1, that is k by minus 3 e raised to minus infinity we can take as 1 by e raised to infinity minus 1 equal to 0, and e raised to infinity, whatever infinity, something raised to infinity is infinity. So that implies k by minus 3 1 by infinity minus 1 equal to 0, that is k by minus 3 1 by infinity, you know, it is 0 minus 1, 1 by infinity is 0, so it is 0 minus 1. Substituting, we get k equal to 3. And the next question is you have to calculate probability of 0.5 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 is equal to integral 0.5 to 1 fx dx. So here the limits is from 0.5 to 1, so it is integral 0.5 to 1 fx dx. So it is integral 0.5 to 1 fx. In this case, you know, k we already calculated as 3 and the function is e raised to minus 3x dx. So integrate this, you will get the answer 3, we can take it outside, e raised to minus 3x integrate idal e raised to minus 3x by minus 3, between the values 0.5 to 1. So calculating we get that value, that this value, we get this value. And next question in this case is you calculate the distribution function. Distribution function is f of x is equal to, the definition is integral minus infinity to x small f of x dx. What is small f of x? That is the probability density function. So integral minus infinity to x 3 e raised to minus 3x dx. As before, you integrate it, you will get to the distribution function as f of x is equal to 1 minus e raised to minus 3x. So we get to the distribution function. There is a style in writing the distribution function, that is f of x is equal to 0 for x less than or equal to 0 and for x greater than 0, because this function is defined, this problem is defined for x greater than 0, that is, so therefore f of x is 1 minus e raised to minus 3x x greater than 0, x greater than 0. Now another question we can discuss. Another question is, given the following PDF means probability density function, find the value of A. The PDF is given as f of x is equal to ax for the range 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, as equal to a for 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2, and minus ax plus 3a for 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, and equal to 0 otherwise. You have to compute probability of half less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 by 2, probability of x less than or equal to 2, probability of 3 by 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. In this case, first you take the property of the probability density function. What is the probability? The probability density function between the range minus infinity to infinity is always 1. That is integral minus infinity to infinity fx dx equal to 1. So now you have to divide the problem, because the problem is defined 0 to 1 one value, 1 to 2 another value, 2 to 3 another value, like that. So that you have to divide minus infinity to infinity as the range integral 0 to 1. 0 to 1 f of x value ax ആണ്. So ax dx plus integral 1 to 2 f of x value a ആണ്, ax dx plus integral 2 to 3 അപ്പോൾ f of x value minus ax plus 3a into dx is equal to 1. Then now we integrate as such. Integration പഠിക്കണം. Integrate after that we will get to the value. It is equal to 1 ആണ് അല്ലേ, total value is 1 ആണ്. That you can see in the right side. So here a is equal to half. A യുടെ വാല്യൂ എന്ത് കിട്ടുന്നു? ഹാഫ് എന്ന് കിട്ടുന്നു. And next problem is probability of half less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 by 2. In this case, integral half to 3 by 2 f of x dx, and here again half to 1. Half to 1 f of x value എന്താ വരുന്നത്? a ആണ് വരുന്നത്. നിങ്ങൾ റേഞ്ച് നോക്കി കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചാൽ മതി. പ്രോബ്ലത്തിൽ റേഞ്ച് നോക്കുക, ഇന്ന റേഞ്ച് തൊട്ട് ഇന്ന റേഞ്ച് വരെ f of x വാല്യൂ എന്താണെന്ന് നോക്കുക, അതിവിടെ സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. അത് നിങ്ങൾ പ്രോബ്ലം ഇത് എന്നിട്ട് ഇൻ്റഗ്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കുക. ഇൻ്റഗ്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് നമുക്ക് എന്താണ് കിട്ടുന്നത്? 7/16 ആണ് കിട്ടുന്നത്. എന്തിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ? പ്രോബബിലിറ്റി ഓഫ് ഹാഫ് ലെസ് ദാൻ ഓർ ഈക്വൽ ടു എക്സ് ലെസ് ദാൻ ഓർ ഈക്വൽ ടു 3/2ൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ കിട്ടുന്നത് 7/16 ആണ്. ആൻഡ് അനദർ ഈസ് പ്രോബബിലിറ്റി ഓഫ് എക്സ് ലെസ് ദാൻ ഓർ ഈക്വൽ ടു 2. എക്സ് ലെസ് ദാൻ ഓർ ഈക്വൽ ടു പറഞ്ഞാൽ റേഞ്ച് തുടങ്ങുന്നത് 0 എന്നാണ്. അപ്പോൾ 0 to 1 എഫ് ഓഫ് എക്സിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ ax ആണ്. അതുപോലെ 1 to 2 അതേപോലെ പ്രോബ്ലം നോക്കി ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുക. 0 to 1 പ്ലസ് 1 to 2 എന്നാണ് വരിക. പ്രോബിലിറ്റി ഓഫ് എക്സ് ലെസ് ദാൻ ഓർ ഈക്വൽ ടു 2 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അപ് ടു 2 ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ സോ 0 to 1 എഫ് എക്സ് ഡി എക്സ് പ്ലസ് ഇൻ്റഗ്രൽ 1 to 2 എഫ് എക്സ് ഡി എക്സ് ആണ്. എന്നിട്ട് എഫ് ഓഫ് എക്സ് ഓരോ റേഞ്ചിൽ എഫ് ഓഫ് എക്സിന് ഓരോ വാല്യൂ ആണ്. ആ വാല്യൂ സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. എന്നിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ഇൻ്റഗ്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കുക. ഇൻ്റഗ്രേറ്റിംഗ് വാല്യൂ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 3/4. ഇന്ന് ഇത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ. വിൽ ഡിസ്കസ് ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് contents in the next chapter. Thank you.